I'm Mungo, Dark Matter, and welcome to Dark Matters. Today on Dark Matters, I'm going to discuss how to start your own YouTube channel. And I'm going to do it in a series of videos, and I'm going to try to keep them short on various topics that will be useful to not only new YouTubers, but also people who've been doing YouTube videos for a while or have kind of messed with it a little bit and want to improve their videos. So I'm going to touch on a lot of different topics. But I'm going to start off with the basics first, and we'll just kind of move on down the line. When you're starting off, there are a few things you need to ask yourself. The first thing you need to really ask yourself is, why are you doing a YouTube channel? And it may be as a hobby or just for fun, or it may be to make a little extra money. And depending on where you are in that spectrum, has a lot to do with how you do your YouTube channel and how much effort you might put into it. If you're just doing it for fun or a hobby or whatever, just go for it and see what happens. If you're doing it and you want to make a little money at it, that's going to take time. So you have to bear that in mind. It's going to take time to get subscribers, and if you want to make a little bit of money, you're going to have to get some subscribers. Don't quit your day job, in other words. Anyway, a lot of people I've seen out on YouTube want to start a channel, but they're kind of discouraged, thinking, well, I'll never get anybody to watch my channel because there's so many YouTube channels out now. Why would anybody watch my channel? Well, there's something or some area that people would be fascinated in about you or about the knowledge you have. So there's something you have to contribute to the YouTube community, no matter who you are. So keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged. It is going to take time for people to start watching your videos. You put the first video up and it might be a month before anybody hits it, or maybe a few people hit it the first day or two, and then nobody hits it for another month. But as you put more videos up, you'll start to get more and more hits. Some of your videos will be more popular than others. That's just the way it is. You might put up a video that is extremely popular because it's on a question that everybody has. And if you have that up and you're the only one who's done a video on it, or you've done the best video on it, or the most understandable video on the topic, then a lot of people are going to be watching that video. So bear that in mind. So keep in mind, why are you doing this? The other thing you want to keep in mind is, what is your audience? And now that may take a little while for you to define. And so when you start out, you might just want to start out in kind of an experimental mode. And by an experimental mode, I mean a lot of YouTubers who started out YouTubing were just doing it for fun, and they didn't really have a particular topic or whatever. They just started doing videos. You can do that, and when you're starting out, there is no harm in experimenting in whatever you want. You're not going to lose subscribers when you don't have subscribers, and if you don't have many subscribers and you kind of change your topic, you'll lose some of them. Yeah, some of them may stay on. Some of them may not even be active users, so they may not bother to unsubscribe. But in the long run, you're going to make out better if you experiment in the beginning and then kind of stabilize as you go along and as you build your subscriber base. If you had 100,000 subscribers, you wouldn't want to change the topic of your channel. You might want to experiment with another channel in that case. But if you only have a couple hundred subscribers or less, you can experiment with things more. And if you only have, a few dozen subscribers, by all means experiment. So that's something to keep in mind. You can always experiment. So another question people have is, how many channels? And the answer to that is, start with one, consider it an experimental channel, and then as you start working with your content, decide whether it's worth splitting off another channel or not, or when to do that. And we'll talk about that in more detail in another video. But for now, try to stick to one channel, because then you're putting all your efforts in that channel. If you split to two channels, that means you're doing twice the effort. Say, for instance, all your videos are on cooking, and you want to do a video on bowling like once a month, and you haven't done that many videos and you don't have that many subscribers. Go ahead and put that on that channel and see how it does. See if people are coming in and looking at the bowling thing. See if you're actually really interested in doing a regular bowling video. Maybe you started out because you started on a bowling league or something, and then you quit the bowling league and you decide you don't want to bowl anymore. then you really don't have any content, and you've started a whole new channel for that. You don't want to end up doing that. So feel free when you're starting off on the first channel to do a little bit of experimentation. That being said, the more specific your channel is, probably the better off you are for subscribers. So once you get a very specific focused channel, you'll have a lot of subscribers, particularly if there's a group of people that are really interested in that particular topic. You don't want to narrow the topic too much, though, because then you'll cut off other subscribers. So that's something you have to deal with and figure out over time. Can you produce the content on that topic? Are you really interested enough to continue to produce the content on that topic? And is the topic broad enough for you to do a bunch of different videos and still have a pretty good subscriber base? So that's the introduction for how to start your own YouTube channel. The next video, we'll get into kind of starting up, kind of kick-starting your efforts. I'm Mungo Dark Matter, and this has been Dark Matters, and whatever you do, enjoy technology.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.